What if I told you that living to 100 isn't just about genetics or luck? It's about 8 simple signs your body gives you every day. And if you're between the ages of 65 and 80 and can still do even a few of these things, you're not just doing well, you're a rare gem. You're part of a small group of people with a far greater chance of living not only longer, but better, stronger, sharper, more independent. This video isn't about miracle pills or secret treatments. It's about your body's built-in indicators, the subtle but powerful abilities that reveal how well you're aging. And some of them may surprise you. For example, one simple movement you do in your living room could tell more about your longevity than a full physical checkup. These are the signs that scientists, doctors, and geriatric specialists quietly use to predict not just how long someone will live, but how well they'll live in their later years. And here's the thing. You might already be doing them without even realizing how powerful they are. Stay with me until the very end, because the last sign is one that very few people think about, but it might be the strongest predictor of all. Before we dive in, if you care about living longer and better, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. And leave a comment with your age and which sign you're most curious about, because your story could inspire someone else today. Now, let's begin. For decades, we've been told a dangerous myth that aging is nothing more than a slow, irreversible decline, that once you hit 65, it's all downhill. Less energy, weaker muscles, a fading memory, and a life of quiet limitations. But that narrative, it's not just outdated, it's flat out wrong. In reality, your body is far more adaptable than you've been led to believe. The science of aging is evolving fast, and what it shows is both empowering and inspiring. Many of the so-called symptoms of aging are not inevitable. They're often the result of disuse, not age. Atrophy, not age. Isolation, not age. Yes, your body changes with time, but whether it deteriorates or stays strong depends on what you do every single day. There are people in their 70s and 80s who walk faster, think clearer, and move better than those in their 50s. Why? Because they've unknowingly held onto 8 key abilities, each one a marker of strength, balance, and inner vitality. In the next sections, we'll explore these abilities one by one. But as you listen, ask yourself, which of these can I still do? And which one do I want to reclaim? Let's start with the first, and perhaps the most surprising. Sign number 1, you can get up from a chair without using your hands. It may sound simple, maybe even too simple, but the way you rise from a chair says more about your health and longevity than most people realize. If you can still stand up from a seated position without using your hands for support, you're not just mobile, you're resilient. You've held on to lower body strength, balance, and core control that most people your age have already started to lose. And here's the kicker. Studies show this one action alone is a strong predictor of how long you'll stay independent and even how long you may live. Think about the last time you got up from your favorite chair. Did you spring up smoothly? Or did you need to lean forward, push off with your hands, maybe rock a few times before rising? Take Harold, age 77. He had always been active, but one day while getting up from his recliner, he noticed he was pushing, off with both hands. It felt small, but it stuck with him. At his next checkup, his doctor told him that leg strength and balance are 2 of the biggest factors in fall prevention. That hit hard, because Harold had watched 2 of his close friends suffer life-changing injuries after simple falls. Determined, Harold began doing easy exercises, seated leg lifts, wall squats, and heel raises, just 10 minutes a day. Within a few months, he could get up from any chair with no help at all. More importantly, he felt steadier, more confident, and in control. Here's why this matters. Weak legs and a fading core are directly tied to falls, and falls are the #1 cause of injury-related death in adults over 65. But if you can still get up with ease, that means your muscles, balance, and coordination are still working together like a well-tuned machine. So try it. Sit in a chair, cross your arms over your chest, stand up. If you can do it effortlessly, your body just gave you a silent thumbs up. You're aging like a champion. Sign number 2, you can walk at a brisk pace without losing your breath. Of all the ways to measure how well your body is aging, walking speed might be one of the most overlooked and most powerful. If you're between 65 and 80 and can still walk at a brisk pace without stopping to catch your breath, you're in rare company. That one ability alone puts you in a category of older adults who tend to live significantly longer, healthier lives. This isn't just about mobility. Walking speed reflects the health of your heart, lungs, blood vessels, muscles, and even your brain. It's like a full-body check-in every time you take a stroll. Think about it. When you walk down the street or through the grocery store, do you move with purpose? Or do you find yourself slowing down, maybe even needing to pause? William, 74, noticed something was off when his usual morning walk around the block started taking longer than normal. He didn't feel tired, just slower. But then he realized his breathing was heavier going upstairs. It wasn't aging, it was early cardiovascular decline. So he started timing his walks, tracking his pace, and gradually pushing himself to go a little faster. The results? Within weeks, his endurance improved. He felt sharper, slept better, and regained his confidence. Here's a quick test. Walk like you normally would, then speed up like you're trying to catch an elevator door before it closes. If you can do that without feeling winded or unsteady, you're doing great. But if not, don't panic. Walking speed can be improved at any age. Just start walking daily. Improve your posture. Focus on taking longer, more powerful steps. Over time, your heart will grow stronger, your lungs more efficient, and your energy more reliable. And that brisk pace, it might just carry you all the way to 100. Sign number 3. You can balance on one foot for 10 seconds. Balance. It seems like such a small thing until you start to lose it. If you're in your 60s, 70s, or even 80s and can still balance on one foot for at least 10 seconds without wobbling or reaching. For support, your body is sending you a powerful message. Your brain, nerves, muscles, and reflexes are still working together in perfect coordination. Why is that so important? Because balance is one of the earliest skills to quietly decline with age, and it's also one of the best predictors of fall risk and even mortality. Let's take Frank, 76. One morning, while getting dressed, he tried putting on his pants standing, up like he always had. But this time, he had to grab the dresser to steady himself. Later, he tried to stand on one foot intentionally, just to test himself, and barely lasted 5 seconds. That moment scared him more than any doctor visit ever had, so he made a change. He started practicing short balance drills, standing on one foot while brushing his teeth, shifting weight from side to side while watching TV, doing gentle heel-to-toe walks down the hallway. Within weeks, his balance improved, and so did his confidence. Here's the truth. Balance isn't just about preventing falls. It's about independence. It's about being able to move freely, confidently, and without fear. Want to test yourself? Stand near a counter, lift one foot, and hold. Can you last 10 seconds without grabbing anything? If yes, give yourself credit. Your body is still tuned and responsive, and if not, don't worry. With just a few minutes of daily practice, your balance can be rebuilt. This one habit could be the difference between a graceful aging process and one filled with avoidable setbacks. Sign number 4. You can get down on the floor and back up without assistance. It might not come up often, but your ability to get down on the floor and back up again without help is one of the clearest signs of long-term mobility and independence. If you can do this, you're not just flexible, you're coordinated, strong, and agile. And that combination is a rare and powerful advantage as you age. Let's be honest, many older adults avoid the floor completely. Why? Because deep down, they're afraid they won't be able to get back up, and that fear leads to avoidance. But avoidance leads to decline, and before long, simple movements become challenges. Take Joseph, age 78. He never thought much about floor mobility until his young grandson invited him to play a board game on the carpet. Joseph hesitated, not because he didn't want to, but because he quietly feared he wouldn't be able to get back up. That moment hit him hard. Determined, he started practicing. Slowly, carefully, kneeling, squatting, using his legs more than his arms. Day by day, his confidence returned. And soon, not only could he get up easily, but he felt stronger in his everyday movements too. The ability to rise from the floor without support engages your entire body, your core, legs, shoulders, and coordination. It reflects how well your muscles are working together and how much resilience your body still has. Want to try it? Sit down on the floor near a sturdy chair. Then see if you can return to standing without pulling or pushing yourself up. If you can, you're doing far better than most in your age group. And if you struggle, that's okay. Improvement is absolutely possible. With daily mobility exercises, gentle stretches, and strength training, you can reclaim that freedom. Because here's the truth. The floor isn't just where grandkids play or where we tie our shoes, it's where independence lives. If you can rise from the ground on your own, you're not just surviving aging, you're mastering it. Sign number 5, you can carry a full grocery bag without struggling. Carrying a bag of groceries might seem like an ordinary task, but if you can still do it with ease, your body is revealing something extraordinary. Grip strength, upper body endurance, and core stability. These are the hidden systems at work when you pick up those bags and walk them to your kitchen. And they're directly linked to one thing: how well and how long you'll live. In fact, studies have shown that grip strength alone is one of the strongest predictors of longevity. Why? Because it reflects the overall state of your muscles, nervous system, and cardiovascular health. Think back to your last grocery run. Did you lift the bags effortlessly, or did you find yourself needing to pause, switch hands, or ask for help? Richard, 75, always valued his independence. But one day, after hauling his usual groceries up the front steps, he felt something he wasn't used to. Strain. Not soreness. Strain. That's when he realized his strength had slowly faded without him noticing. He didn't panic. He got to work. With a simple routine, light dumbbell curls, resistance band pulls, and squeezing a rubber ball to strengthen his grip, he was back to carrying groceries with confidence in just weeks. But the change went deeper. He had more energy, better posture, and fewer aches overall. If you can still carry a full grocery bag, it means your upper body is engaged, your joints are functional, and your daily life still belongs to you. And if it's gotten harder, the fix doesn't require hours at the gym. Just 5 to 10 minutes of strength training daily can rebuild what you've lost and protect your independence for years to come. Because sometimes, longevity looks like something as simple as lifting what you love without a second thought. Sign number 6. You can climb a flight of stairs without stopping. It's not flashy, it's not complicated, but your ability to climb a flight of stairs without stopping to catch your breath may be one of the clearest windows into your overall health. Why? Because stairs challenge everything at once: your heart, your lungs, your legs, your balance, and even your mindset. If you're in your late 60s, 70s, or beyond, and can still walk up a set of stairs steadily without leaning heavily on the railing, or pausing midway, your body is telling you something important. Your cardiovascular system is strong, your lower body muscles are active, and your endurance is far above average. Now think about the last time you took the stairs. Did you avoid them? Did your breathing get heavier halfway up? George, 73, used to take the stairs without a thought. But one day, after visiting a friend in a walk-up apartment, he was shocked to find himself winded after just one flight. That moment stuck with him, not out of fear, but as a wake-up call. He started taking the stairs again, one floor at a time. He walked more, trained his legs with simple step-ups at home. Within a month, stairs no longer felt like a mountain. Doctors often use stair climbing as a quick, reliable measure of cardiovascular fitness. If you can go up a full flight at a normal pace without needing a break, it's a powerful indicator that your heart, lungs, and muscles are still working in harmony. And if you can't, don't be discouraged. Your body can rebuild. Just like George, small steps now can lead to big changes later. Because when you can climb stairs with confidence, you're not just defying age, you're rising above it. Sign number 7. You remember conversations clearly. Physical strength may keep you moving, but mental clarity is what keeps you truly alive. If you can still recall recent conversations, remember names, and stay mentally engaged in your daily life, you're not just maintaining your mind, you're protecting your future. Cognitive sharpness in your 60s, 70s, and 80s is one of the strongest indicators of a longer, more fulfilling life. Why? Because it means your brain is getting the oxygen, nutrients, and stimulation it needs to stay active and resilient. Paul, 79, noticed something different from his peers. while many of his friends struggled to remember appointments or repeated stories. He could recall entire conversations from a week ago, details, jokes, even the tone. It wasn't magic, it was his habits. Paul read daily, did crossword puzzles, and stayed socially active. He didn't let his mind coast. He kept it challenged. Your memory is like a muscle. If you use it, it stays strong. If you neglect it, it weakens. Want to test yourself? Try to recall what you had for dinner 2 nights ago. Or think about a recent chat you had. Can you remember what was said and how it made you feel? If the answer is yes, that's a beautiful sign of a brain that's still firing on all cylinders. And if not, it's never too late to start brain training. Read more. Play memory games. Learn something new. Talk to new people. Because a sharp mind doesn't just extend your life. It fills it with meaning, connection, and joy. Sign number 8. You wake up feeling rested and ready for the day. We often talk about food, exercise, and brain health. But sleep, that's the secret pillar of longevity most people ignore. If you're between 65 and 80 and still wake up feeling refreshed, focused, and ready to take on the day, you're doing better than most. And that's no exaggeration. Restorative sleep is one of the most powerful predictors of a healthy, independent life. Roger, 74, used to sleep like a rock. But as the years went on, he began waking up groggy, tossing and turning at night, and needing naps just to get through the afternoon. At first, he blamed age. But after making small changes, like reducing caffeine after noon, sticking to a consistent bedtime, and shutting off screens an hour before bed, he was amazed. He started sleeping through the night again. And just as importantly, he felt younger. During the day, quality sleep repairs cells, regulates hormones, protects your heart, and clears out toxins from the brain. Without it, even the strongest body begins to falter. Ask yourself, do you wake up naturally without an alarm? Do you feel clear-headed within the first 30 minutes of rising? If so, your sleep is likely serving you well. But if not, don't settle. Small adjustments to your sleep habits can transform your days and protect your years, because every great day begins with a great night. And if you're still waking up refreshed, your body is doing exactly what it was designed to do: rebuild, recharge, and prepare you for many more mornings to come. Final thoughts. You are a rare gem, and it's never too late. Now that we've gone through all 8 signs, take a moment to reflect. How many of them still apply to you? If you found yourself nodding along, recognizing your own strength, agility, or sharpness, you're doing far better than most people realize. These aren't just lucky traits. They're proof that your body and mind are still thriving. You are quite literally aging with power. And if you noticed a few areas where you've slipped, that's okay too. Because here's the truth. It's never too late to rebuild. Your muscles can grow stronger. Your balance can return. Your sleep can deepen. And your brain can stay sharp, even get sharper, with just a little daily effort. Longevity isn't about perfection. It's about momentum. And every single small choice you make, every stretch, every walk, every moment of mental focus adds up. So tell us in the comments, which of these signs are you most proud of? And which one are you going to work on starting today? If this video inspired you, please give it a like, share it with someone you love, and don't forget to subscribe for more life-changing tips. Because you're not just living longer, you're living better. And that makes you a rare gem in a world that desperately needs more of you. See you in the next one.